Imagine you're an architect, and you've been given a blueprint for a towering skyscraper. Now what if you were told that this blueprint was written in a code that's billions of years old? Intriguing, isn't it? Just like an architect uses blueprints to build, nature uses a far more complex and ancient set of plans. These plans have been used to construct every living thing on our planet. This is not science fiction, this is DNA, the code of life. So what exactly is this DNA? Well, it's a molecule, the code that instructs our cells on what to do. DNA, or deoxyribonucleic acid, is like the blueprint for life. Imagine a master architect's plan. It holds all the information needed for the construction and maintenance of a building. Similarly, DNA carries the genetic instructions used in the growth, development, functioning, and reproduction of all known living organisms and many viruses. Now let's delve into the structure of DNA. Picture a twisted ladder, almost like a spiral staircase. This structure is known as a double helix. The sides of this ladder are made up of alternating sugar and phosphate molecules, and together they form the backbone of the DNA molecule. What about the steps of the ladder? These are composed of pairs of 4 types of bases: adenine, thymine, guanine, and cytosine. These bases have a strict rule for pairing. Adenine always pairs with thymine, and guanine always pairs with cytosine. These pairs are held together by hydrogen bonds, creating the rungs of our twisted ladder. These base pairs are the essence of DNA, carrying the genetic information in a code. But it's not just a simple code. The order of these bases is what determines the information available for building and maintaining an organism, similar to the way in which letters of the alphabet appear in a certain order to form words and sentences. So, DNA structure is much like a twisted ladder where the steps are the paired bases and the sides are the sugar-phosphate backbone. DNA carries the genetic code, the instructions for life. But how does it do that? Well, it's all about the sequence of bases in DNA. These bases, adenine, cytosine, guanine, and thymine, are arranged in a specific order to form genes. Each gene, in turn, codes for a protein. Now you might be wondering, how does DNA know what protein to make? The answer lies in the magic of 3, or more specifically, the magic of codons. A codon is a group of 3 bases. Each codon corresponds to a specific amino acid, the building blocks of proteins. Think of it as a recipe where each ingredient corresponds to a unique codon. The order of these ingredients, or codons, determines what dish or protein is made. The DNA's genetic code is like a language with only 4 letters, but when arranged in different sequences, it can create an infinite variety of life. So, we've journeyed through the complex world of DNA and genetics, but what are the key takeaways? Well, we've learned that DNA is an intricate double helix molecule that carries our genetic code. This code is written in a 4-letter alphabet, composed of the nucleotide bases, adenine, cytosine, guanine, and thymine. These bases pair up in a specific way, forming the rungs of the DNA ladder. We've also discovered that this genetic information is not simply stored, but actively instructs the development and functioning of all living organisms. It's like a master blueprint, directing the construction of proteins, which are the building blocks of life itself. From the tiniest bacteria to the largest whale, from an oak tree to you and me, our DNA holds the secrets of our traits, our heritage, and our potential. DNA, the ancient code of life, is not just a molecule, it's the very blueprint that makes you and me. Next time you look in the mirror, remember you're looking at billions of years of biological coding. Fascinating, isn't it?